Hi guys! I am going to do a haul from Walgreens. And I said I'd never go to Walgreens, and I'll tell you why. We had a Rite Aid in the town where I live, and they decided to get rid of the restaurant next door. I think it was an Applebee's or Ruby Tuesdays. I can't remember which one. And they decided to get rid of it, and so they put a Walgreens next to a Rite Aid. And I said, I will never use that. That's such bad planning. And blah, blah, blah. But Walgreens just has such a good selection, but I do still go to the Rite Aid as well. So, first of all, I do want you to notice my mint candy apple. I think it's mint candy apple. It's in my purse. Hold on. I've got my little, I call this my little, what do I call this? Not juicy. Because I'm not juicy couture. What do I call this? I don't know. I forgot the name of this. I know it's a Louis Vuitton, but I have a name for this because it's got so many colors. This is a fun bag. I even got this little, or ordered this little, I think it's a keychain or a purse. I started to say purse magnet. This is really getting sad. Just wait till you get older. But this is a, purse decor. I can't think of anything. Purse jewelry, purse accessory. I don't know. Anyway, so somewhere in here, I have you guys, I can't find, there it is. Okay. Oh my gosh. It is called Ubibo. It's upside down. Ubibo. Bikini apple. I was right. Yay. Anyway, this is like my all-time favorite summer color right now. And it may go to next year. It's very close to a Tiffany blue, but it's more, because Tiffany blue has green in it. It's like a turquoise green, but it's a light turquoise green. But this is still a little too white. I did hold it up to my my Tiffany's handbag, but this would have looked really cute. But it matches this jacket, and so all day long at work, people are like, "Did you think you noticed to match your jacket?" It's a total coincidence. But anyway, I'm still trying to think of what I call that handbag. My fun handbag. A candy handbag? I hate when I can't remember something. By the way, I just realized it looks like I cut my hair. And this would be, I guess, what a bob would look like on me. What do you think? Should I cut it off? I have hair back there. See? Well, let's put it around and see how it looks. Isn't that what all YouTubers do? They split it in the back and bring it around the front so it'll look really thick. I don't blame them because you know what? I am so thinning in here, you guys. I'm going to be talking to my gynecologist about this because I think that it's hormones. And I was just recently checked for thyroid because I thought it could be that. And my whatever it is, TSH or whatever number is that you get for a thyroid number, was fine, and I was reading online and it said no, it can still read fine. See, I'm really having to work at this, and it just started recently. If you look at my other videos, like from a month ago, I didn't have this problem, so I was like, what's going on? And granted, I'm 50 plus. I never say exactly, but I am over 50. And I did forget to turn on my little candles, so we're going to do that real quick because you got to have a little candle. Yeah, I need a candle. There's my little candle. I like the minis. I know a lot of people like to do the real big candles in the background, but I like having a little mini. It's also not so fragrant. It bothers my husband's lungs, and he's more important than y'all. I love y'all, but husband first. He's a sweetheart, too. I mean, you just love Lance. Yeah, I think he actually just went to bed and said, film your videos. Have a good time, dear. All right, so here's the haul. It's a lot, so let's get going. And I got a little pair of scissors in case we need to open things. Now, this isn't a review because I haven't tried everything yet. I don't think anything's a rebuy. I think everything I got was something to try and to talk to you about. Except this. And this is kind of a weird thing to buy at a grocery store. I mean, a drugstore. It's clothes. It's called Win-Win. And it's made by Win-Win. It's a half-sleeve lace tunic. I'm not going to show you my size, but it isn't small. But look at this. It's kind of like you can wear it over leggings or skinny jeans. And I love the black lace on it. But it just kind of looks kind of 60s or 70s to me. You know, paisley and loud. But it's kind of like a little tunic. But it's made of jersey and it's so soft and fun. It's just something to hang out around the house. So I'm going to put that right there. It'll hang in the background. Oh, look at me. I made a clothes rack out of my lamp. Okay, so let's just get to it. What all did I buy? Well, here's one other item that I would not normally buy from the drugstore. Well, you could, because I do get hose and some footy socks. But this is the fashion shoe liners. And what you do is you put this on your foot. And it just goes around the very edge of your heel and just kind of right up where your toes are. And it keeps your feet from rubbing inside a flat if you're not wearing hosiery. I know that the new generation just wears hosiery. Just is, you know, they let their legs naked. They got these beautiful young legs. They're tan. In my day, we wore hose. And I don't really like to be bare-legged because if your feet rub in your shoes, your legs rub together or something, it just feels gross. I like hose. And it gives a more polished look. But they are old-fashioned now because nobody wears them anymore, except us old ladies. And so I thought, well, you know, it is kind of nice to just slip on your shoes and not have to wear hose. But even today, it was rubbing on the inside of the shoe, and sometimes it also you sweat in them, and then I feel like then it makes the leather stink or whatever. So I saw these, and I'm going to try these inside my shoes. And again, you see it just barely covers the edge of your toes, so you won't see this inside the shoe. If you do, I'll be taking these back. I was going to start throwing everything, but some people on YouTube already do that, so I'm not going to do that. Plus, then you have to go pick it all up. Who wants to do that? Okay, so let's just go through. I'm going to do this in random order. First of all, I got this L'Oreal Age Perfect Eye Renewal Cream. And this kind of just looking at it, it reminded me of my Chanel. And remember, my Chanel eye cream is no longer a part of the Chanel line. It makes me so mad. But this looks so much even like the packaging. Y'all seen it. Oh, it's a bit smaller. But also what's inside of the packaging is probably not smaller because this part from here is probably all that's really in the Chanel one either. But this is also glass, and that's plastic, but it's also very pretty. Y'all know that I've said a million times that my bathroom trim is not chrome or nickel, or brushed nickel, like most people, the more modern people. I like the shiny brass, not the antique brass, but I like the shiny brass. And we have black cabinetry and crystal pools and everything. So black, crystal, and brass just looks so elegant in there. I got my little perfume double tier stand. It's mirror, and then it's got the brass around it, and all my perfumes are there. And so it just looks so elegant. I've got a brass mirror. And I think I got all that from Front Gate. But anyway, it just looks really pretty. And you can get it in those other finishes. I just think the gold's pretty. So to sit this out on my dressing table, I don't know, what do y'all call where you get ready? Your dressing table, your vanity. That just sounds so vain. Makeup counter, bathroom sink and counter, sitting area. I don't know. My dressing area, because I actually do have the little closet right across from it, and I do have a little chair that pushes underneath, a little vanity chair. Anyway, so, okay, how does this come off? I do not see. Okay, so just this little part comes off. And you know what? I'm just going to put some on. Okay, so it's going to take a minute just to get it to come up, and that is exactly what Chanel does, just one little squirt. Then you put it back. And the thing about my Chanel one is, once I use it, wow, that's thick. That was a lot, too. I think I had too much come out. But whenever you have extra, there's something you can do with it. So I always rub it, like kind of pat it and rub it, because that gets emulsifies it, gets it warm, and it makes it smooth better. That's how they're made to do. I know you're thinking, I cannot believe you're doing this on camera. But I do go straight back to my crow's feet and rub it straight up and down and get it in the crow's feet real good, pat it in. Again, same thing here, just back and forth. And people say, oh, don't pull. I'm not pulling, as you can see. It's just smoothing it. And then I will pat it just to texturize it. And I'll come down and I'll do other areas. I'll go up to the wrinkle that's usually between your brows once you get over about 40. And then your brow also can furrow and have wrinkles on your, your forehead. And then if I have a little extra, I might do it right over my lip, because this little area wrinkles, and this certainly. This is more structural, by the way. This is just muscular, and it's short of surgery. This isn't going away. But sometimes with serums and stuff, you can make these wrinkles disappear. So I will tell you right off the bat, and I did put a little too much on, but this feels much more creamy, heavy. Whereas my Chanel's very light. That's the thing, is the Chanel's just awesome, y'all. It doesn't have a scent, so that's that. I also got these Burt's Bees Peach and Willow Bark Exfoliating Wipes. Now, this is something that you can take your makeup off with, but also it's an exfoliator. So I'm wondering, it'll be interesting to see, what does it say about, you know, once you use it, do you need to rinse afterwards? Because if it's an exfoliator, once you wipe and wipe off, is there little granules or something? It says removes dirt, oil, and makeup without rinsing. Gentle enough for daily use. And yet, there was all these other kinds, and of course they were different scents or flavor, not flavors, but different fragrances. But this one didn't just have a different fragrance, but because they said facial cleansing wipes, but this one said it's an exfoliating one. So this will be interesting to see exactly how this works. Y'all know that I'm a huge fan of the L'Oreal Revitalift. They're hands down my favorite face wipe. When you're really tired and you don't want to use a cleansing milk, which I love Lancome, and I love exuviance for a cleansing foam to get off my makeup, and then use a hot washcloth to, you know, take it off. But if you just don't want to go to all that extra trouble, you're just so tired you could fall in the bed, at least take your makeup off. So use a makeup wipe to get your makeup off. So a lot of that. This I tried, and I think this is, I tried so many products in my hair while I was in the store. I just tried some, what was it? I think it was L'Oreal's dry shampoo. That's what it was. So that may be what's making my hair look kind of fluffy. But also, I used this in store. It's Marc Anthony's Oil of Morocco Argan Oil Hairspray. Now, this has it's infused with keratin, and it says shields against frizz and humidity, fast drying with extra hold. We'll see. I mean, it does look better. The fact that it's got keratin in it usually weighs your hair down, even though it's good for you. So always be sure and shake up your hairspray. A lot of people just start spraying. You really should shake it up to mix it up good. But let's just do this, and I'll see if I can fluff it up and push it back, and if it holds. It seems to, so we'll see. It's so light. It smells wonderful. It does feel a bit like it's oily, but it doesn't really look it. So I'm like, okay, because I like a fingered out look with my hair. I don't want it to look so brushed. I do want it to look a little bird nesty, as we used to think of it. But again, this looks so interesting. I ought to get a bob. And then I cheated. I got one of the in-style fragrances, which are impressions of other fragrances. And this is the one of Thierry Mugler's Angel. And I love the scent of Angel, but I have tried Angel so many times, and it just doesn't stay on me and doesn't smell that good on me. But when I smell it on other people, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're wearing Angel, aren't you? I love the smell. I sprayed this on me in the store, and I thought, that does smell like Angel, and I shopped and shopped and shopped and shopped and shopped and shopped and shopped, and then my husband called and said, where are you? Didn't you leave work 2.5 hours ago? I'm like, I'm at a Walgreens. He said, oh. I said, makeup. And he said, okay, well, good night. And I said, no, I'm leaving. I'm checking out now. 30 minutes later. Okay. But anyway, as I kept walking around and smelling like this, I thought, I absolutely do love this. So I bought it. And it's not Angel. Is that cheating? It's legitimate. Sold at a retailer. All right, then I decided to just try something fun. This is only $2. It's Bow Beauty Glam Goddess Eyeshadow Envy. And I got this one. And it's just a little eyeshadow, and it doesn't even have a name, but it's the brown one. You can see some little flicks are in it. You can see some little gold flicks. And not the little white polka dots. There's gold flicks in the actual product. So anyway, yeah. I just like, okay, so I'm coming up on 14 minutes, right? And I got a lot of things to go, so I'm going to do a part 1 and a part 2. So I'm opening this, but let me tell you something about Walgreens. If you try something and you don't like it, even if you've opened it and used it, I save everything that I get from there, all the packaging. But if you, ooh, it's made in China. There's no telling what's really in this. Probably crayons or asbestos or, seriously, I don't know why in the world we buy so much from them, except that we're greedy and they're cheap. Oh, look, when I brush that around on my finger just to see, did you notice the little white is just for effect? And let's see. Now, this is not fair to say that this is really good and pigmented because my eyes right now are a little oily, so that went on pretty easy. But we'll see with a brush how that would look. But, yeah, it looks okay. If not, I may give it to one of my grandbabies. But it's $2, so I figured, how could you go wrong? Might as well try it. So that's that one. And again, that is Bow Cosmetics, $2 for an eyeshadow. And if it's that good, you can't really tell. I mean, just because I already had something on over it. All right, we'll do one more, and then we're going to switch to make this a part 2 because I talked way too long at the beginning. 2 things. First of all, I got this fingernail polish from Revlon Color Stay Gel Envy. Now they have got, this is a new shade called Lucky Us in 345, and that's the color. I did it in the drugstore. Notice how I have all these are in my mint candy apple, and then there is this silver. And it's this, and I really do love it. And they also had to buy, that was right next to this that you could buy, is a gel cover coat. But honestly, this looks great. It doesn't need a gel cover coat. Why put extra on to make it look like gel and make it super, super shiny and really hard to get off? So I'm thinking, I just like this the way it is. I think it's a really pretty silver. So that's that one. And then one more thing that I got, and then we'll go to part 2 video, is the Voluminous L'Oreal Extra Volume Collagen Hydra Collagen Volumizing Mascara up to 12x more impact instantly in color 695 Blackest Black. Now really, 695, there's 695 colors and you came up with black. How about 01? Really? Okay. This has this little spiraling supposedly effect of this collagen. It's a spoolie brush. It's not a comb brush. And I just want to see what the brush looks like right now. And I only do waterproof and I only do black. I have on today my, I don't know, who is it? I don't want to tell you the wrong one, so I'm just going to grab it out of my little pouch. Y'all, instead of using my caddy, I use some little pouches in this bag. I'm using the Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal, and I absolutely love this. It's also a spoolie brush, and it's also waterproof. So, that's Maybelline. This is L'Oreal. That's what it looks like. And let's see the comb. It's interesting. Looks like it might separate the lashes. Good. Doesn't have a bad smell or anything like that. So we'll be trying that, but I will keep the packaging again just in case I hate it. So this will be part 1, and I'll see you again in a minute in part 2, and we'll go through the rest of the cosmetics, especially liners. I went real heavy on going to try out some different kinds of liners. Okay, so I'll see you again in my next video, part 2 of my Walgreens haul. See ya.